What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol GREE for Greenidge Generation Holdings. This, of course, is the merger that went through with SPRT, support.com. So what we want to do whenever we're dealing with a new merger is just map out the opening price of that merger release. Or, it's very similar to an IPO essentially, right? We want to know where that opening print is. We want to know where the high is. And we also want to know where the low is. Not so concerned with the close, but those are the three big numbers to essentially have on your radar. Obviously, if we get back above the opening print here, that puts a lot of people back in the green. So that would be my first sort of area where you can start hunting for longs if we can get back up and over that. Until that actually happens, it has a lot to prove, right? There's a lot this stock has to prove. If you remember what was going on with support.com, it was a huge parabolic run, and it was en route, if you will, to giving back a majority of that move. You can go back and watch the prior videos that we've done on it. So 57 kind of going to be the line in the sand. Now, don't get me wrong, that's a ways away from where we're trading right now. I don't necessarily think it's going to happen all in one day, all in 1 week, but 57, have that on your radar. Of course, the opening drive high at 60, also have that on your radar, because that's when everybody who entered on the first day of trade essentially will be green or has the opportunity to be green if they've held through the entire time. So that should send prices slightly higher, up and over 60. In terms of the structure that was put in today, obviously it was no good. Big sell side activity. Let's go ahead and look at this through the lens of Fibonacci to see if we can get any other levels off of our chart. So from the high all the way down to the low, what you'll notice, the 38.2 was not even retested into the end of the day on this small bounce, although we do have two hammers here. Again, it just wasn't tested. So please keep in mind 47.24 should act as resistance. And also, I would actually go a little lower, right? So I'm liking the fact, let's clean up the fibs and do something like this. So the first area that I would really watch would be right around here, right? This 45 whole dollar, noting that it supported initially, then acted as support once, and then started failing, right? And that's, again, where we couldn't get into. So the first gatekeeper to upside prices will be this 45. If we can clear it, look for some chop through this area in here. And again, probably being patient to let more structure build out. That way we can see the levels and not be guessing here. So wait for structure to build out. Or if you want to be really patient, and probably the safer move here on GREE would be seeing if we can get the break of 57. And again, this doesn't have to happen in 1 day, in 1 week, in 1 month. It could take a very long time, and it might not even ever happen, right? So all things considered, probably being patient here on GREE. You're not going to short this thing. If we go on over to the trade tab, you'll notice that there are no shares to short to the downside, and the put volume, let's actually flip this from condor to single. It's actually, the volume's okay. I'm not sure why open interest is reading as 0 here. So we'll see if that lights back up on tomorrow's session and there is some downside activity to be had via puts. But for me, probably just sitting on hands, waiting for some more structure to be built out, and that's going to be it here on GREE. So if you enjoyed the update, I know it's not that exciting, but that's simply the case here with what's going on. If you enjoyed it, let me know in the comments section or by giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description, and all of that being said, I wish you a green trading week.